For those unfamiliar with FTL, let me give you a 2-sentence quick breakdown of it. The main objective of this game is to get to the final sector, but along the way you will encounter disgusting alien ships and have to perform mass alien and demon genocide. We commit mass genocide by controlling this beautiful ship, managing different modules down below here that do a variety of things such as weapons, shields, engines, etc. to be able to blow up aforementioned enemy ship. There are 2 rules I must follow. No guns and no drones that can do direct damage to the alien Goofy Goober ship. This means we can't use anything that can directly damage the enemy ship's hull, which means that the only drones we can use are ones that run around my ship to repair it, or ones that invade the enemy ship. Give me 1 second. Now with that laid out, here's the game plan on how we will accurately take down this game. And in the future, you, the viewer, yes, I'm talking about you, can write what game plan is for the next video in the comments below on this video. So have fun. But for now, we're going to look up one on ChatGPT. Why does it seem oddly familiar? And what is this music happening in the background right now? Now, what ship should I choose? Honestly, this is the only viable ship in the playthrough. There are 2 primary reasons. One, we have a teleport which will beam my crew to the enemy ship and absolutely tear down the place. The second reason why this ship is important is because it has these crew members which excel in combat, but also do not require oxygen, which is critical to us winning, which you will see shortly. With the fine crew for our first ship picked, and with the ground rules are set, let us see what true agony looks like. As we start the first run, the first thing we have to take note of is where do we want to go in the map. For this run, we want to try to maximize fuel, so we want to get to the exit as soon as humanly possible. However, I like to make little pit stops at distress beacons and shops, obviously, since, again, especially distress beacons can give you custom events that can give you more loot. For instance, since we picked this distress beacon, we just so randomly just got a random crew member, and because of that, we're able to commit more mass crimes against humanity. And now we get to the very core aspect of this run, committing said mass genocide against these alien freaks. How we do this is, again, we use this little teleport to send our crew over, and we tell them to kill everyone in the enemy ship. And that is how every single ship fight goes, without a doubt or mind. Now we get to my favorite part of this run, these automated ships.
Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
The issue with these ships is that they don't have any crew. So, how do we win then? Pretty simple. We just have to basically damage each of the systems until they go from nice little white color to yellow to red, so then we can actually damage the hull because of it. The issue is, some of these have only 2 per room. They auto repair very slowly, so some of these fights go on for a very long time. And I'll show you an example of a quick one just now. I don't know if I can. So yeah, use weapons, try to kill them, but with this, I'm just using my crew. A very slow process, but it is a process. I've always wanted to do something like this for a long time. Oh, this is self-repair. No. Yeah, a little bit. Dude, this is actually the worst. This one. Okay, we're just gonna restart it. As you can tell, that fight took 3 minutes long. I got pounded, and I couldn't really do much about it. And this is a very common trend of how most of my runs end. Going forward for the majority of these runs, I'm going to just show what the highlights and explain things along the way, because there's a lot of attempts, and I can't explain everything that happens in every single one. So, this one run started off pretty good. Got a crew right off the back. And now, I went to a shop because, you know, a funny thing, I want to get some stuff. And they did have a drone part. However, you can hear what happens. Sell this and probably get something. Good God. Dude, this took a hot second. Oh. Oh, it's the best gun in the game! Oh! And after getting struck by that tragedy of not getting that weapon, I had another one of the automated fights. The risk was not worth it. Yeah, this ship was actually technically one of the easiest ships in the game. In theory, what's gonna happen was when I blow this shit up, or ship up. Okay, we're gonna hope now, when this thing blows up, my crew do respawn with me. Okay. That's what I was hoping for. So again, as you saw from that 5 minutes of fighting that one ship, which should be taking only like 20 seconds tops normally, how, when it actually blows up, because we have this clone bay instead of a medkit bay, our crew are able to revive, which is, again, another reason why this ship is just crucial to be able to win this run. If it wasn't for that, this run would be much harder to borderline impossible? Question mark? Fuck. Can I? Uh-oh. 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 I don't even think about this one. And now, here comes the hardest part of this run. These stupid Zoltan ships. So they have this little green barrier surrounding it, and it has that little green bar on the top. Says how much charge. And usually you can use weapons, and in this fight actually, thankfully, there's asteroids. You can actually drain it. But, I don't have weapons, and if it's not an asteroid belt, I physically cannot beat this ship. And this, my friends, is something very much later on I wish I remembered. Because there's one thing you can actually do to be able to pass this, is getting this very specific augment. And then when you have this very specific augment, which is by pure chance you can get throughout your run, you can actually go through your shields. Otherwise, you're just a sitting duck. And by this point of this run, it was going pretty bad. I won't deny that fact. But I was holding on for dear life. But unfortunately, tragedy struck. Let's go here. Yeah. It's got my teleport. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not. Can't teleport because he's hacking my. We go. Enemy. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Not dead yet. Where are they going? Up on me. Oh god. I think we're gonna die here. Oh no. Oh! Give me mercy. Alright. I'm alive. Not much longer, but right now, I am. Where did I live that? Like, I'm actually stuck right now. Oh my god. This is just a... Probably go next. I can do that here. I think this is it. I'm just cooking this. So, after a great escape through 2 different sectors, I came across, again, a Zoltan homelands, and decided, let me go there. And what did I come across? The Green Shield of Death. However, for this next run, it didn't go smoothly. Kill them. I want this type of ship. Please. I'm just a sitting duck right now. Being pounded. Can't do anything about it. Let me out. Thank you. We're out of here. It just got worse. It just got so much worse. Come on. I think I may be cooked here. Oh, that sucked. Oh, where was it going terrible? I think now I know. I need to upgrade my engines more. And I would really do agree with that, Pass Hesti, because the main issues I've been having when coming across all these runs is that when I get to a ship that I may not be able to beat, I have to run away from, especially the Zoltan ship. I need to. When you upgrade your engines, they'll actually speed up your FTL drive, which means you can jump away even faster. And also increases your evade chance, so getting hit by missiles is a lot lower. So the most important thing to upgrade for this run, you would think would be the teleporter, to be able to actually, damage the crew. Upgrade the med bay to actually, heal people. No, it's the engines. That's the most critical component of this run that I didn't learn until like 8-10 hours into this type of challenge. Sensors is good, drone control is amazing. They had the thing! They had the thing I want. Yes! The reason why I was so happy with this one was because now I actually have a proper drone I can use to be able to beat the shit out of some of these creepy alien people. And the issue is, right now, I only have one for my ship, but eventually, I'll get one to invade the enemy ship. A potential, run saver. Better than nothing. Oh god, how many intruders are there? Ooh, boy. Okay, we're live. Couldn't tell you what just happened. What's over here? Boarding! It's actually so huge. It's huge, actually. You? Beep up. Let's fuck up the ship. There we go. So for a while here, this was my best run. Until eventually, it was my best run. Because I got to a point where I had no hull, no fuel, and guess what? Guess what type of ship I came across? An automated ship I can't do much against. Guess what happened? Okay, I'm just gonna be cooked here. Hey. No, my crew. Heroes are just jumping over. Dude, I can't win this. I just didn't realize. Okay, we've learned. So, yeah. So again, remember how before, if the ship blows up, your crew can, revive back? If the enemy ship just jumps away, your crew doesn't die. They're still alive. So your med bay, that little thing down there that usually revives them, yep, does nothing. So you essentially just lose 2 crew member. And then my next run, first sector, it went horribly. So cute. Oh, and he died. Go faster, Angie! No! And by this point, I was like 10-ish hours deep in this challenge run, and I feel like I've gotten basically nowhere. Minus the first like 3 sectors, I felt like I was pretty comfortable in, but they would take the absolute longest because they would have the most amount of chances of getting the automated ships. So I made the rule: I can use my beginner weapon in the first 4 sectors, and if you have a problem with it, this is my video. I want to be able to post more, so please have mercy. Please. What the hell? Okay. Oh, they're like merged together. Dude, what just happened? Can I salvage this run? No. Ew! Fly high. Fly high, soldiers. Fly high. Damn, that run sucked. Ugh. By this point, I just went kind of non-verbal on the stream. So therefore, I just decided to go a little bit off stream and start playing the game. And eventually, by this attempt, I was able to get a run in. The beginning of this run went pretty damn good, if I dare say so myself. I was able to get the staples. I got a pretty good quest to start off the back, getting 2 really good crew members, which is insanely good luck. A couple of sectors later, I was able to get a random little quest that was able to give me drone reactor booster, which is really good for robots on your ship and off your ship, because again, it gives you that little extra movement speed, which is pretty good in this game. And then of course, immediately the next jump I made, I was able to find a shop with not only drone control, but also a system repair, which was pretty nice. By this point in the run, this is the very last sector before the actual main final boss. And the main thing I was able to pick up, which was pretty crucial, is an ion intruder, which, as you can see here, is able to disable certain random rooms, which comes into play very nicely later on. And eventually, With all trials, after well over 12 hours of just pure random luck and BS, I'm able to finally make it to Sector 8. And in this sector, as you can see in the very bottom right corner, you see that little random red ship? That is the final boss. And we're trying to get to the exact same world / planet he's currently at. So all we're going to do is we're just going to jump across this little realm, get to that final boss, and eventually fight him. But of course, he's going to try to get towards the actual base. So typically what I do is I just camp the base and wait for him. And eventually, when he shows his ugly little head, we have to make a game plan. And this time, yeah, it's just more genocide, let's be honest here, but in a different form. This time, the main objective we're going to try to do here is everyone get the ion intruder to hit that little one of either the shields, hackers, doors. No, actually it just goes for one of the weapons, so I'm actually kind of screwed here. But we want to disable the weapons, so we want to send our crew members to 4 random weapons, because otherwise it'll mess up my ship real fast. And then eventually we want to commit mass genocide on the ship. And then the glaring issue shows up. They have these doors that block my little guys to barge them down, and on top of that, they have a med bay, so they just camp it. So this literally was just a war attrition until eventually they all die. It took 25 minutes to be able to do this, as you can see sped up. And eventually once they all died, I got to be able to see this new text box I've never seen before. Technically you don't actually win yet. It just goes into autopilot, so you still have to destroy the ship. Yeah, you thought you only have to destroy the ship once. No, you have to destroy it 3 separate times, and each time it's a little different. And this time around, they have drones, but they don't have people, so it actually makes this actually a little bit more bearable than it normally is. So it's actually kind of nice. So the main objective now is we got to destroy the drone bay. If you don't destroy the drone bay, we're screwed. We're just done for. So that's our new objective now. And finally, once we deal with that one, which, in all fairness, actually wasn't too bad. It was pretty smooth sailing. Wasn't too bad. We have the final phase. And oh boy, was I a happy camper during this phase. Remember what I said earlier? How, the little green shield would come back to bite me in the butt? Yeah, remember that one little random thing you have to pick up randomly during your run, and it's just a complete chance of getting it? Yeah, if you don't have it by this point in the stage, you just lose. You automatically lose. There is no chance of winning. So, in the end, is this challenge beatable? Yeah, for sure. Did I beat it today? No. It already took me 15 hours of my life, minimum, just to get to this point. And to win just by pure chance? I'm sorry. I can't. Thank you again for watching. And again, if you haven't yet, please make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know down below in the comments if you want to see more of this type of misery, or if you want to see a different type of game. Bye-bye.